everyone, today in this video, I'm going to be checking out the DREAME R10 Cordless Stick Vacuum. DREAME did send me the sample, but any opinion expressed in this video is strictly my own. That being said, if you're interested in this product or you want to find out more about it, the link to it will be in the video description. Where does the R10 stack up against the competition? We'll be looking at some key data and tech specs compared to the DREAME R20, as well as your average typical cordless vacuum cleaner from the over 20 different units that I've personally tested. First up, to give us a great frame of reference, will be cost. This is a very affordable cordless vacuum cleaner for what it is. It's going to be about $100 less than the R20 and $100 less than your average typical cordless vacuum cleaner available today. Up next is battery life. This is measured in minutes. We have a 60-minute runtime. That's 8 minutes above the average, but 30 minutes below the DREAME R20. Next is bin capacity measured in milliliters. That's a very standard size on all DREAME cordless vacuum cleaners at 0.6 liters. The average typical cordless vac comes in at 0.5 liters, so DREAME is above average with their models in regards to dustbin size. Having that larger capacity just means you're emptying it less often. Next, max suction power. This is measured in air watts. 120 air watts on the R10 versus 190 on the R20. The overall average cordless vacuum cleaner out there comes in 18 air watts higher than the R10. And we're seeing very similar results with the rated power measurement as well. This is in watts, 350 watts for the R10. That's 1 watt shy of your average cordless vacuum cleaner at 351, and both are well below the R20 at 570 watts. But the good news here, looking at max CFM, a value that we test in-house, the R10 is actually above average at 38 for its CFM score compared to your typical vac at 33. And as expected, the R20 up at the top there at 49 CFM. What does all that data actually mean? Well, we have a real-world carpet deep cleaning test where we embed coffee grounds into carpet and see the results before and after we measure it. And good news here, the R10 crushed this test, got 100 out of 100, which is great to see. It actually outperformed the R20 by about 5% for this pickup test. I like to think that's within a margin of error, but again, it's gonna be very, very capable. That's gonna be 6 points above your average cordless vac at 94. And maybe you're wondering how loud this vacuum is. This vacuum peaks at around 90 decibels. That's gonna be 4 decibels above your average cordless vacuum cleaner. But honestly, if you're vacuuming in a room and it's 86 or even 100 decibels for that matter, it's not gonna be very different on your ears. You're gonna hear a vacuum running. And for those of you that maybe get a little arm fatigue or you're worried about the weight of this vacuum cleaner as you're using it around the house, the R10 with its main body and multi-surface brush at its heaviest weighs 5.9 pounds. That's going to be 0.7 pounds above your average cordless vacuum cleaner, but I would not describe this vacuum as any heavier than your typical cordless vac. So where does that leave us in regards to our DREAME R10? Here's what you need to know. Let me share with you some final thoughts after using this vacuum. So below average price for above average performance, that's going to be the key takeaway here. This is a very, very capable vacuum cleaner, and they left us the essentials. I highly recommend getting a vacuum cleaner that has built-in LED lights and removable batteries. If you have those internal batteries and they fail, good luck. You're sending in the whole unit or replacing your whole vacuum completely versus just having to buy a new battery. Also, when the battery is removable, say goodbye to any sort of runtime and battery life limitations. Just keep a couple batteries charged up and you'll be all set to continue on with your clean. Very powerful, very capable, a lot of great features. Now, what would I want to see improve with this vacuum in the future? The key thing here is going to be having a built-in display. I'm pretty spoiled by the R20 series. It has a built-in display, and it's just nice to have the real-time dirt and dust indicator. If they don't want to give us like a full-fledged LED display, maybe just have a little running light here that goes red, yellow, or green and use those dirt and dust sensors to give us that experience by maybe still keeping costs a little bit lower. But they have trigger lock. It's really well thought out and it does a great job. So they give us the essentials. We're missing some of those premium nice to have options, but at the end of the day, you're getting fantastic performance and you're not paying a lot for it.